Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and it's time to talk about The Walking Dead. So I have to say, I'm pleasantly surprised again. I'm enjoying the second half of this season. Aside from that weaker opening episode, I'm very pleased with this series at this point. It's a drastic change from the beginning of this season, and then even after that first episode for the second half of this season, it's a really drastic change. I like the direction they're going. I like the way they're doing stuff. I'm hopeful. I'm enjoying these episodes now, so that's a really good thing. I mean, liking a franchise, liking a series is fine, but if those weekly episodes don't grab you, then there's really no point in watching it. So I'm glad that I'm able to say I'm happy with these episodes again, that I'm enjoying them. So this episode was almost primarily about them going to attack Negan's compound. And we were all, I assume all, pretty worried about that at the end of last week's episode, thinking this is possibly a horrible, horrible idea, and many people may die. We don't know as far as this show goes. I'm not counting the comics at all because it's a separate story. We don't know what kind of strength Negan has. How many people, weapons, armaments, anything. We don't know what's going on over there. All we know is we've killed a couple of them with a rocket launcher, but they seem to be pretty intent on killing people and taking their stuff. So we know that they're bad guys. And as far as we can tell over with the Hilltop people, they're bad guys. Not the Hilltop, but Negan's. In every instance that we've been introduced to Negan's people in any way, they're bad guys. So I didn't have reservations about them going and being willing to kill Negan's people. According to Rick, which I agree for the most part, short of leaving altogether, they were eventually going to have to deal with Negan's people anyway. So doing it on your terms is always a better idea. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with them being willing to kill humans rather than zombies because they're bad guys, and they're most clearly bad guys, especially after, so we see Glenn, he's really upset about having to kill this guy. Which is understandable, killing a human being while he's sleeping is not the same as killing a zombie, especially if it's your first time. I find it hard to believe that it's Glenn's first time with all of these battles they've been in, but I guess that's what they said, so whatever. But he's clearly borderline distraught over it. He almost breaks down. Then he sees the photos that this guy has on the wall of all of these mutilated bodies, which is just more evidence for us and for Glenn that these guys are bad and they need to take them out. So that kind of settled everything for Glenn, I think, even though they didn't really spend too much time on it. So that's okay. Again, I'm okay with them killing the people in this story. It makes perfect sense, and I get that. The only thing I didn't get, this is just like an opinion type of thing, not a story thing. It's whatever they want to do is fine in that regard, but the only thing I didn't get was their lack of preparation. They really rushed into it, and I know Rick made the comment, and I suppose this is their way of skipping the preparation. He said, we'll go take a look, and if it looks good, we're doing it, and if it doesn't look good, we'll turn around. So that was their way of kind of skipping the whole scouting and preparation thing other than the hand-drawn maps. That's fine, I get that, that's okay. So the thing is, though, it could have turned out horribly bad. And turned out really, really good. They basically were a 100% successful, short of a handful of people that were outside of the compound who happened to catch Maggie and Carol. Which, by the way, it's nice to see Carol in the episodes again. She was kind of absent for a while, and I like that character, so that was good. So really, the entire thing was a success up until the very end, where this lady on the microphone, are we supposed to think that it's a female version of Negan, or is it someone else, or they haven't been too clear about that? Has Negan been in the show at all yet? They haven't been clear, and the way it's going, they could change it from the comics. So I think it'll be interesting to know if the redheaded lady on the walkie-talkie is in fact Negan, but that's neither here nor there at this point. So 100% successful mission until the very end, where Carol and Maggie get caught, which kind of sucks because they should have been able to been like paying attention to the perimeter like they were there for. But they got caught and basically ruined everything, because now everything that they would have gotten from the compound, the fact that they would have gotten out without any problems, it's all negated by the fact that these two are caught. And now Rick and them have to listen to them, at least a little bit, or they're going to potentially kill them. Now, at the end, Rick does say the thing about, well, if you were going to kill them, if you had leverage, you would have done it by now, but you can't, so obviously we don't really have to listen to you, because we'll just take you out. It's a big gamble, though, so I don't think it's going to play that way. I think that Maggie and Carol's predicament is going to be more problematic for the Rick group, so that's a bummer, but it makes for good storytelling and good TV, so I guess we'll see next episode. I'm really excited for that. So there's the one other thing I want to talk about, which is Morgan. Come on, man. First of all, what was he welding? Is that important? Is that a thing from the comics, maybe? I don't know. If it's not important, then it seemed kind of like they were shooting it to be important, like they were going to show what he built afterwards, but then they didn't, so I don't know about that. But him breaking down and being all upset about these people being killed, like, they're the worst kind of people. Horrible. Every instance that we've run into them, they've been bad people. He's not even the one involved in it, and he's out there crying and being upset. Like, come on, man. You're in a zombie apocalypse. Is anybody else getting tired of Morgan's character? Like, he was a really cool character for a while, and now they've brought him back, and he knows Kung Fu like Neo, but he is a total turd. So it's just like, he's not cool. Everybody is okay with this plan except for him, because they all realize this is what has to happen, except him. So it's just bugging me a little bit for the character's sake. I want him to be on board. Then the last thing, I already said last thing, I think, but the last thing I want to mention is Jesus, the character of Jesus. Awesome. I like the way they're portraying him. I guess he's like this in the comics also, but the thing over the face, the knives on his hip, just he's a cool character, and I hope they get to utilize him a little bit more going forward. But all in all, I'm really happy with this episode. I think it's a really good episode. I enjoyed all of it, except for when they had the blood spatter hit the plexiglass in front of the camera. I thought that looked a little like sci-fi show cheesy. And I'm pretty sure in one other scene, for a split second, you could see the plexiglass with the blood spatter hanging or out in the open where it shouldn't be, like where they had the camera at one point. I swear I saw that. Did anybody else catch that? Maybe I'm just making things up. I don't know, but I'm curious about that if anybody else noticed it. Okay, I'll stop rambling. Let me know what you guys thought. I thought that was a great episode. I'm looking forward to next week. I'm looking forward to see your comments in the comment section below. I'll talk to you there, and I will see you in the next video.